arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion, Indianapolis Colts, and the champions of the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people just even a couple weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here, and I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll throw again here with 10. They'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Colts first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Josh Downs. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run with Carroll. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
It's a gain of 18.
That one, good for 18 yards, and 2, the 18-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
That's out quickly to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved, and we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but if this is a sign of things to come, he could be in store for a big game.
Jones going to hang on to it here, and he will do it himself. He's in. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Colts.
2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny. I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Badgley's extra point is good. And the Colts are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Throw on the move is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
A second down throw for Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's 7-3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On play action, it's Jones. Ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 38 yards.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he will kick this one across into the end zone. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Colts. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Colts out to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Throwing now is Jones. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking it.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a play fake. Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll bring up second down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, and now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On second down, here's Jones. In middle, and he's got downs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
36-yard line.
Actually, a really nice play there defensively, Mike. And initially, I thought that penetration was going to bring him down in the backfield and bring up 4th down, but somehow, nice job by the back, angling his way forward. I think he's going to get this first down by about the length of the football.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's blocked down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and 8.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Gun, it's Jones. The short pass taken in by Warren. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
In motion goes Dobbs. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He's going to have a Packers first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. That's caught by Golden, right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it straight ahead to Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down, Green Bay.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the bootleg, it's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the net.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, 3rd and long. Now Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Daniel Whelan now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, this will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Ahead for a pickup of 5.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. To throw is Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Jones. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Jones to the air again. That one into the hands of Downs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Quickly to Dobbs.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4. Back to throw is Love. Pass pop. It's Golden. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Jones. Going up top. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. This brought in out past the 20. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Running is Jacobs. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and the 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Love. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And the defense can't enough of the stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Packers.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers are able to get it back within a score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This is Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to be 4th down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To throw is Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On second down, Jacobs finding space inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. They get 24 on that one. First down, Packers.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Once again, it's Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9 now from the 29. Here's Love. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to...
And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 41-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers will cut the lead down to 4. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. This pass 25 to the 26-yard line. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's a second and 9. They go right back to Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. 3rd and 9. Gun, it's Jones. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The 46-yard line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
This one just too far for the receiver in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
That's caught downfield. Dobbs. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Love to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down. The 2nd-year man from UCLA, Latu, in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Throwing is Love. Oh, this pass rush dials in right now. They get him again. Big Grover Stewart getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
He's got it inside the 5.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. They'll go for it. Love. Good blocking, and he's in. Guarded. Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the Packers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
16, Colts 13.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. fake. Jones. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient, but either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
On third and long, it's Jones. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And this one is caught by Pierce. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
First and 10 now from the 36. This is Jacobs. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8. Here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and inches.
They'll try to sneak it here. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's Love. Moving outside the pocket. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
23, Colts 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Jones. Right back to Warren again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Cox. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up 1st down.
Left side, that is caught by Warren. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Jones to the air again. Off he goes. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
There's that man again. For the 5th time in franchise history, the Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl champions. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players, their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say, but then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports.